Hello again, and welcome back to the Cynic's Guide to Hippie Shit. I'm Rachel. I am a mindfulness teacher. I am a psychotherapist. I'm a bit of a cynic at times. But I want to share a little bit of my hippie shit journey with you and my journey into exploring cynicism. I've always had a bit of a cynical streak, and yet I also want to believe. So if you remember the poster that Mulder had on his walls in the X-Files, that was me. I want to believe. I was also obsessed with the X-Files as a teenager. Me and my mates used to go to Topshop on Saturday afternoons to try on power suits and pretend to be Scully and take photos of ourselves in the changing rooms. Yeah, we were that sad. And this was pre-smartphones, so God knows what the person in Boots thought when they were developing the photos. When I started the podcast, I thought it would be a vehicle for me being witty and challenging people whose practices didn't have a solid evidence base. And yet when I met these people and I interviewed them, I noticed time and time again that the people who were practicing what they believed in, they were practicing something that had changed their lives. It made them happy. They had a faith in their practices. For some, there was the experience of their clients that they'd worked with, but for others, it was a growing evidence base of other practitioners. And for others, again, it was simply their own experience, and that was enough. And of course, I could dismiss it as the placebo effect, and at times that is what I did. But the more I spoke with people, the more I was inspired. And although I didn't fully shake off the cynicism, I started to learn that cynicism wasn't serving me. So I've started to explore, well, what is the purpose of cynicism and how can I let it go? How can I let it go and stay safe? How can I let it go and still not be taken for a ride, which I think is this fear that we might have if we're not cynical. So during the course of the podcast, I met a witch who I'll be introducing you to over the next few weeks. I started to believe in magic. During the course of the journey I was on, I had an offer accepted on a house. Then I went through fertility treatment, and then I became pregnant. I spent months whilst pregnant having a total nightmare with solicitors trying to actually complete on the house purchase. Then I had my daughter, and 2 months later, I got the keys to my house. And throughout that entire time, I was practicing every bit of hippie shit that I came across during the podcast journey. I practiced gratitude. I tried acupuncture, I tried Reiki, I bought crystals, I lit candles, I manifested the fuck out of that house. And did it impact the outcome? No idea. But it gave me hope, and it made me feel less helpless. In the last year, I've been itching to start again and meet more people who practice weird and wonderful stuff, who are brave enough to reject convention and do what they believe in. And I'm really excited to be back. So if you want to find out more, or if you've got some ideas about different kinds of hippie shit that I might find out more about, I might interview, please do get in touch with suggestions. And please do just subscribe by clicking below and join me on the next episode.